How do we fix the deficit and the war? Sold out. Banks got bailed out. We got sold out. Banks got bailed out. We got sold out. Banks got bailed out. We got sold out. We got sold out. Banks got bailed out. We got sold out. Banks got bailed out. We got sold out. Maybe they let him go. Yo, Glenn, what's your name?
Ma'am, what's your name? I'm gonna get out.
Ma'am, what's your name? Miss. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Maybe they let him go.
We are here to honor what is best in the United States of America. We sing. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. As I went walking, saw a sign there on that side,
And on that sign said,
no trespassing.
and no trespassing.
On the other
But
side,
on the other side,
universal health
it
care.
said, occupy, occupy. But that sign was made for you and me. But this land is your land. This land is my land. Up from California to the New York Island, the redwood forest, Gulf Stream water. Oh, this land was made for you and me.
As I went walking,
As I went walking,
and the sun was shining,
and the sun was shining, we feel waiting,
and the dust clouds rose,
and the dust clouds rolling, and all around me. I heard a voice was calling. Oh, this land was made for you and me. Sing with us. This land is your land.
this land is my land.
From California to the New York Island, the redwoods forest, the Gulf Stream water singing. This land was made for you and me.
Nobody living can ever stop me.
Can never stop me.
Now you're walking
As I go walking
freedom's highway.
down freedom's highway.
Nobody living
Nobody living
can make me turn back.
make me turn back. 'Cause this road was made for you and me. There's a land Occupy the redwood forest. Occupy the Gulf Stream waters. Well, this land was made for you and me. For you and me. This land is yours. This land is yours. This land is mine. And New York, New York Garden, redwood forest. This land was made for you and me.
In this hour of the ever-changing season, may our tears not douse the fire in our hearts. May our minds and eyes both analyze and question. May we come together when we fall apart. May the towers of the tyrants crack and crumble into dust. May 10 billion voices learn to sing as one, so that the winds may turn to tides before the waters all run dry. May these days of darkness usher in the sun. But what we need right now are answers to solve the riddle of a better way to live. So tell your brothers and tell your sisters, it may take some time, but something's got to give. May the reigning kings and queens have some compassion. May the paupers sleep with 4 walls and a meal. May the hawks of war lay down their angry weapons. May the desperate have no reason left to steal. Yes, so we can build a new tomorrow from the ashes of today. We can break the chains and take the reins, then boldly storm the gates, and with a little luck rewrite the book and learn from our mistakes, because all we are is all one and the same. But I tell you what we need right now are answers, a new direction, cause this ain't no way to live. So tell your brothers and tell your sisters, it may take some time, but something's got to give. Oh, it may take some time, but something's got to give. May the conflicts end in peaceful resolutions. May there always be enough to go around. And may the love we make erase the hate, and faith unite, not separate. Wake up before it all comes crashing down. Well, I tell you what we need right now are answers to save a world that has forgotten how to live. So tell your brothers and tell your sisters, it may take some time, but something's got to give. Oh, it may take some time, but something's got to give.
We know that there is a social crisis. We know that there is an economic crisis, but there is also a spiritual crisis going on in this country. But we want to clarify that in a way that we understand something that is very clear. We need to fix this mess. Something is wrong.
Now, many of us were taught that America is about liberty, justice, and equality for all. But today, in large part, due to Occupy Wall Street, all over America and all over the world, we're questioning that premise. When the 400 wealthiest Americans have a greater combined net worth than the bottom 150 million Americans, it's time to question the status quo. when 49.1 million Americans are living in poverty. It's time to question the status quo. It's reported there are 400 billionaires in America, of which 59 reside in New York City alone. And tonight in America and throughout this city, there are too many thousands of homeless people. We can do better. Do you agree? On November 15th, in the dead of night, when most of us were sleeping and the media could be presumed to be absent, the Bloomberg administration moved as if it was dealing with a life-threatening emergency to eliminate the OWS protesters from Liberty Park. Approximately 220 people were arrested. Property that reportedly filled up 26 sanitation trucks were carted away. The tents from the People's Library were pulled down by what appeared to be NYPD personnel. Approximately, listen to this, 3,600 books were unreasonably seized. Only about 1,000 were recovered. Absolutely. And 200 of those 1,000 were so damaged it made unusable. So approximately 2,800 books are missing. In addition, furnishings, computers, and equipment were not returned. On behalf of OWS, I and other lawyers have filed a notice of claim, and if we cannot settle with the city in the next 30 days, we will go to court and litigate the issue, and we will put the city officials under oath about what happened that night. We cannot and we will not ignore the violations of civil rights that occurred on the morning of November 15th, 2011. I'm here, I only have 120 seconds. I'm here to say, support OWS, even if you do not agree with every position and every action. Please support OWS. We must confront and overcome all forms of inequality, including economic inequality. And finally, and I know I don't have to preach to you all, but to the rest of New Yorkers, we need to speak up, we need to march, and we need to rally in opposition to violations of civil rights. And we must help New York and America live up to the principles and values of freedom, justice, and equality for all. Not some, but for all.
And that people are perfectly capable of organizing a new kind of society for themselves. So I'm here today to join my voice to yours in condemning those who use the state's monopoly of armed violence to squash our right to the city, to squash our right to the future. And we should all remember this. If the last 30 years belong to Wall Street, the next 30 years belongs to us.
Why we are here today. Why are we here? Because this movement captured the imagination of millions of people. This movement mobilized and called people out to stand up to the inequalities, the injustices, and for the first time in decades, people began to dream that maybe we didn't have to live this way. Maybe the world could be different. And the powers that be, their only answer to the calling out of these inequalities was to bring out their pepper spray, their rubber bullets, and to suppress this movement. And we're here today along with people in Houston, Chicago, San Francisco, Cleveland, Minneapolis, and St. Paul to say, we stand with Occupy, don't suppress the Occupy movement. And I want to speak a little frankly here before I bring on the next speaker. Looking around, we maybe have 300 people. We need a hell of a lot more. And we got to go forth from today and bring out the thousands of people to stand with this movement. To say, we're not going to tolerate, we're not going to accept brutality and violence against expression and thought. To bring this movement back where people can once again have these questions of why is the world this way and does it really have to be this way reverberate across this country, and more than that, new questions that have yet to be asked. The second point is this: after this rally, we're going to march. Now, where do you think we're going to go? That's right, we're going to go to Zuccotti, where this movement was born. So be thinking about that. Now, I want to introduce, and it's a little strange for me because I've been arrested almost 30 times for my political activities over my life. And now I'm introducing a police officer. But here we are. I want to introduce retired Philadelphia police officer Ray Lewis, who himself was busted at Occupy Wall Street.
I hold no official police power or authority, but I do have every legal right to wear this uniform. 8 years ago, I retired from the Philadelphia Police Department and immediately moved to upstate New York in the Catskill Mountain region to live the Walden Pond lifestyle, which I did successfully for 8 years. While up there, reading on the internet, I saw this place called Zuccotti Park with people camping out and sleeping in tents and sleeping bags. And that piqued my interest as to why. I realized that you were not sleeping out and enduring these hardships to be the first in line the next morning for tickets to a ball game or tickets to a TV show, or even to be first in line to get a job at Wall Street. You were sleeping out and enduring those hardships for social justice.
Right.
That so overwhelmingly inspired me that I had to leave that lifestyle and come down and support you. A couple days after I came down, I was invited to support the movement at Occupy Wall Street to protest the actions of corporate America. I agreed to that, and I went there with my sign, just expecting to stand there in solidarity with the rest of the demonstrators. I had absolutely no concept, the thought never entered my mind even, to be arrested for civil disobedience. But standing there, I soon saw many of you being arrested, led across the street in handcuffs for civil disobedience. Two things hit me in seeing so many of you get arrested. The first thing that hit me was that you were willing to sacrifice your freedom. You were willing to sacrifice your freedom for who knew how long. You didn't know whether it would be a day, a week, a month, but that did not stop you. The second thing that really inspired me was that you were willing to risk your personal welfare, because once taken out of the view of the cameras, you had no idea what might happen to you, but still you were willing to do that. You were not going to be deterred. Again, those actions so inspired me that I made the spontaneous decision to join you in solidarity. And I am not, believe me, I am not a spontaneous guy. I know the spontaneous guys, they're the fun guys. I know that. But I am a planner. And planning served me well in my career. But that day I did the most spontaneous thing in my life due to your inspiration. I'll leave you with this. Don't you ever stop inspiring me. Thank you.
Now I'd like to call up
A special guest, a very important voice of conscience, known and loved for many film roles, actress Susan Sarandon.
Oh, God. Okay. Hi, everybody. I guess we have a mixed crowd here. Some people that have been occupying, some people that are following the occupiers. I recognize some of you when I was down there before. I'm going to speak. I'm sure this is going out. I just see, whenever I speak, I see my words going out in a bubble, turned around and held against me later. So I'm going to try to know what I said perfectly so that I can defend myself later.
I can't believe she's here. I'm so happy. Oh my God.
Thank you. She said she'll defend me. Thank you. I know you will. You guys are hard-ass, kicking butt kind of people here. Yeah. Give yourself an applause. Absolutely. Yeah. The Occupy movement has opened up a very public debate about economic justice and the link between government and corporate influence. It has exposed brutal practices of suppression that are inconsistent with the core of our democracy, which is free speech and the right to assemble. Yeah. People of many colors, from many walks of life, have come together in 1,000 cities in the U.S. to build community and to ask important questions. They were ridiculed, demonized, simplified, and distorted by the media in most instances. Sometimes they faced intense police brutality, but they began a conversation, a dialogue. These conversations began publicly. They moved into schools, into offices, and around dining room tables. We asked, what kind of society is this? We asked, what should it be? We asked why people in this great nation are going hungry, are homeless, when some are amassing obscene amounts of wealth protected by the government. What are we doing to the environment in the service of profit for the few? Asking questions, serious, imaginative dialogue is the healthiest, most necessary element of democracy. Nonviolent demonstrations have always signaled positive change. That is how we reboot this great experiment that we call democracy. Repression is not acceptable. Even if we disagree on the answers, it is essential that we demand and support the right to ask the questions. This is what democracy looks like. You are what democracy looks like. And I support your right to ask these questions. I will be there for you. Everybody, good luck. Keep it up. I'm glad the weather's getting warmer. It'll make things much easier. Mwah.
Congratulations to all of you who are here tonight and not in the jails and prisons of a city that has become a place of mass incarceration and mass arrests. Part of the reason is the same reason that you mentioned money as a driving force in the repression that is taking place in the United States. In fiscal year 2010, do you know how much money NYPD received from you taxpayers just for overtime? Do you have any idea as to the size of the overtime that was paid to the police before the occupation began?
More than $500 million. One of the things that we really got to know when resisting is what it is that the New York City budget gives to the New York City Police Department. It's really astronomical. It's multi-billions of dollars. And it's no accident that NYPD is the preeminent police force probably in the world. It's in Tel Aviv, it's in Beirut, it's in Newark, it's in Buffalo, it's in Syracuse, it's in all the SUNY schools, it's in Baruch, not far from here. It's everywhere. And we have to make everyone aware of this, and we have to resist it. So, stay strong. The National Lawyers Guild New York City chapter will always respond. Will always respond. And we are also responsive because this struggle also educates legal folk. They become much more human. They become much more able to deal with people and people's needs. So keep up the struggle. It'll keep us progressive.
So I told him that he'd better shut his mouth and do his job like a man. And he answered, listen, Father, I will never kill another. He thinks he's better than his brother that died. What the hell does he think he's doing to his father who brought him up right? Take your place on the great Mandela as it moves through your brief moment of time. Win or lose now, you must choose now. And if you lose, you're only losing your life. Tell the jailer not to bother with his meal of bread and water today. He is fasting till the killing's over. He's a martyr. He thinks he's a prophet, but he's a coward. He's just playing a game. He can't do it. He can't change it. It's been going on for 10,000 years. Take your place on the great Mandela as it moves through your brief moment of time. Win or lose now, you must choose now. And if you lose, you're only losing your life. What's the rumbling in the courtyard? 7,000 faces are turned to the gate. What that they're saying? Kill the traitor. Kill the traitor. Kill the traitor. Kill the traitor. La 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 la. Take your place on the great Mandela as it moves through your brief moment of time. Win or lose now, you must choose now. And if you lose, you're only losing your life. Tell the people they are safe now. They are safe now. Hunger stopped him. Still in his cell. Death has got his accusations. We are free now. We can kill now. We can hate now. Now we can end the world. We're not guilty. It was crazy. It's been going on for 10,000 years. Take your place. The great Mandela. The great Mandela. As it moves through your brief moment. As it moves through your brief moment of time. Win or lose now. Win or lose now. You must choose now. You must choose now. And if you lose, you're only losing your life. And if you lose, you're only losing your life. And if you lose, you're only wasting your life. Occupy, witness, be here. Go well.